Thank you so much, Kimberly. It was really good listening to you. And now we move to Mexico with Hector. Hector, you ready?
Hey, how are you? How is everyone?
Well, thank you.
Thanks. Let me start sharing my screen. Just give me 1 second. Let me know if you are already able to see my presentation. Can you see my presentation now?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, perfect. I'm Hector. I'm representing Mexico, and there are really good advancements actually with Mexico, but there are also huge concerns. So I'm going to start with our industry milestones. We just passed the federal privacy law for drone operations, which shows government engagement and the fact that this our regulatory framework did modernize this registration system, cutting processing time by 60%. This was in the past made by manual processing. Right now they are doing everything way more faster, so these are good news. But here's where it's gonna get a little bit interesting. We just hit 37 billion in foreign investment, and the government just launched an operation that is called Operación Cero Robos, or in English is called Zero Robs Operation. They deploy 54 drones across 3 major highways with 1,200 personnel around. So this means that that's not just defense spending, that's a strategic deployment of drone technology for legitimate security purposes. Another milestone is the University of Chapingo. They just achieved a 94% of accuracy in agricultural applications. That's genuinely impressive, but they are working in an environment where penalty structures had to be increased to 150,000 Mexican pesos, or around 10,000 or $8,000. So this is becoming a real problem. And President Sheinbaum, she talks about, give me 1 second because I didn't move forward and you're not going to be able to see this. Yeah. And President Sheinbaum talks about top 10 global aerospace ranking, but we are actually fighting an uphill against criminal misuse of the technology that we are trying to promote. So that's a huge concern that actually is happening here in Mexico. Public sentiment, it's a complex sentiment, but shifting positive. We have 260 criminal drones attacks last year, and criminal organizations now have 18 specialized drone operators. But here is where counter-narrative Mexico companies like RPA Security and Defense just showcase an AI-enabled perimeter security solution at FAMEX in these past months, and they are already working with 7 states. So this is something positive because they are taking care about the main issue that is actually pulling back Mexico just to move forward. That is the security and safety environment. We also, the last week with an Expo Security, brought together more or less 400 plus companies and 80,000 security professionals in Mexico City. This is the largest security industry event in Latin America, and they have dedicated drone zone because the industry recognizes this technology as essential for legitimate security. Mexico already has the 4th largest aerospace manufacturing in the world. We are from Texas. We have USMCA trade advantages, and we are operating for investors a way to serve the world's largest consumer market without the supply chain vulnerabilities of Asia. Plus, we just prove our regulatory and infrastructure capabilities with EHang, who chooses Mexico, one of the only 19 countries worldwide, for the piloted eVTOL testing, working through a fax, streamlined approval process, and using Mexican aerodrome infrastructure. And also the agricultural sector is embracing technology with open arms. Educational institutions are expanding programs, and the business community, they are moving forward with aerospace nearshoring hubs. Companies want to be closer to the United States, being the #1 consumer in the world. And Mexico wants to capture the 35% of Latin American growth but we are trying to do it while criminal organizations are literally shooting drones with explosives. So that's the honest picture, and that's like the downside that is pulling back Mexico just to move forward in a good pace. Upcoming event, the momentum is building. We just grabbed the Expo security, as I mentioned in the past. We have the Expo pod drones in May. This expect more 5,000 to 6,000 plus attendees. And the government is not just talking, they deploy the 54 drones I mentioned in the past with Operation Zero Rocks. And we are closing the year hosting the Latin American AIM Leadership Summit right here in Mexico City. This isn't just an event calendar, it's proof that Mexico is choosing to live with technology, not retreat from it. And this is a quick quarterly timeline. The first quarter was deliver the privacy loss, 65 drone attacks incident, but also it had first pilotless eVTOL in Mexico, making us one of the only 19 countries worldwide with these capabilities. That's the foundation for legitimate industry growth and international aerospace integration. Q2 brought the game changer with Operation Zero ROPS, with 54 government drones deployed on major highways, Expo Security on 2025 that I just mentioned in the past, and showcasing the drone security solutions and new urban air mobility regulations coming out, plus mandatory remote ID requirements. So this is something really important because they are already mandating to have an ID requirement by June 30, creating a regulated trackable drone ecosystem. So besides all these safety and security issues, the government is moving forward so they can be tracking all the drones with all these ID requirements. Q3 it's promising infrastructure completion. Mexico City vertiport study. There is a company called Red Wing prototype testing. This one is based in Querétaro, and they've been working really hard and for a long time in this project. So it's time for the Mexican regulation to start moving forward with the regulation and to start approving them. These Mexican companies like RPA Security and Defense Scaling, there are AI-enabled security solutions across multiple states. So they are going to be using this both technology with this company. And the Q4 is targeting 2 billion in FDI and 500 agricultural drones. Again, Mexico also is moving really hard with agricultural drones, and that's really positive. With the National Counter Drone Network providing the security foundation for explosive legitimate growth, plus with USMCA traits and advantages and proven aerospace infrastructure, we are expecting major announcements of foreign manufacturing facilities using Mexico over Asia alternatives. So yeah, we are not just defending against criminal deals, but we are actively out competing with better legal applications while positioning Mexico as the aerospace nearshore destination for companies serving USA consumers. And for our conclusion, so here's the bottom line. We have 16% growth rate isn't just achievable. It's being driven by real action and massive nearshoring opportunities that are rising here in Mexico. We are the fourth largest aerospace industry in the world. So that's something really positive for any company that is trying to deploy their projects in an environment that is not that hard to navigate, but also we have the opportunity that we are near the United States, so we are always tracking their steps. So that's something really positive for anyone that wants to bring their projects into the nearshoring opportunities that the country is bringing. While dealing the security challenges, we are simultaneously offering foreign investors the perfect storm-established aerospace infrastructure, proximity to the world's largest consumer, as I mentioned, prioritizing this sector. Mexico is prioritizing this aerospace industry. And yes, we are dealing with criminal explosion of drone technology, but the response isn't retreat. It's acceleration combination with the strategy and positioning. When Boeing, Airbus, and Bombardier already are manufacturing here, the government are deploying 54 drones for highway security while showcasing to 18,000 security professionals that market choosing both security and growth. So that's something that's super positive. And Mexico is proving that you can build a thriving drone industry while addressing security challenges and capturing nearshoring opportunities from companies tired of maybe Asian supply chain vulnerabilities. That's not just aspirational, that's competitive advantages that we are offering right now. And yeah, I think that's all. I think Mexico is moving quite fast, even though we would like to move a little bit way much faster, but all these security concerns, all these safety issues are something that needs to be taking place. So that's all. Here is my contact information, and really happy to see everyone here, and really happy to be part of the forum one more time. And hi to everyone.
Thank you so much, Hector. That was
Thank
really
you, Gary.
interesting. And our next guest is from the US, just north of the border. Welcome, Nalakshi, and we look forward to hearing your presentation.
Hello, thank you, Gary, for the introduction, and I hope everybody can see my slides and can hear me